And now it's my turn for intros. Hello. We are here to do a thing with a find a who's-a-mallets and let's go. All right, well, we are back here in Montgomery County. Is Montgomery County, right? No, we're in the Chester County side. That's right. Okay. So we are back here in Chester County at the Sanatoga Preserve, aka Sanatoga Go with Preserve. Desiltin Basin. I'm not alone, as you can see. I'm here with Randy of Emerald Sound Productions. Once again, he had mentioned that 2 years ago we were here and was our first actual collab together. So fitting that it's 2 years later and we're back here on the search for one of the weirs, the big concrete structure that JP and I had recently looked at up in Hamburg, and then also him and I had found one down along that was over by
Union Meadows East.
Union Meadows East. So this is one of the three that we believe are left that we're gonna see if we can find today, and also check out some of the other stuff that we may find along the way as well. When we were here last time, we were checking out the old rail bridge, or old road bridge I should say, because if you look behind me, there's a roadway behind us that went across over into Montgomery County, crossed over the river, and there was an old
railroad bridges out there too.
Yes, and you got the old railroad bridge that we showed you. I'll put in the description below, you know where it's at, and then I'll put his videos as well. And then also this Desiltin Basin, which is over here to this direction. And then we passed the canal coming in, that's back that way, and then also the old Pensy rail line, which we rode our scooters on back in a couple months ago, September, which I still got to put that video out. So freaking behind. So you'll see that in another video too, so that hopefully I'll get that done soon and you guys can check that out, because we did go by Frick's Lock and got to see more of that that's now open to the public, where you can actually get in the beginning portion of it, but it's still gated beyond that. So it's kind of neat to finally get to see that, all the many years of checking that out. And
I have all my videos up.
He does, yeah. He's, you know, he has more time than me for editing and more patience. So we're gonna proceed on with this adventure, and maybe you'll see this by 2027, hopefully sooner.
About right.
Yeah, sounds about right. So let's go do this. All right, so we are walking along the path coming in. You can see the Limerick cooling towers right there in the background, which makes for a really cool shot right there. And then off to our right, you can see the berm from the I need teeth. The Desiltin Basin right here.
So stay talking with new lips.
Yeah, it's the hair. It's time to shave. No, not yet. I'll have to keep this in mind. I could probably get tractors on this. We could drive tractors in here instead of walking.
There's a sign back there, no motorized vehicles.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, we'll convert them to electric. So we are currently in the basin now, following a direction that Randy believes this to be. So we're gonna head over this way. We're trying to find paths for us to get through to be able to find it. So obviously it'll be along the berm wall, but the actual location we're just kind of guessing at right now. Best educated guess.
You can't see it on satellite.
And then yeah, you can't see it on satellite view. So what about old aerial photographs?
Check there.
Couldn't see it on there. Well, I mean, they're not really the best quality anyway. They're kind of hard to make things out that small. So we're gonna continue on here, trek through the woods. So the last time we were here, the rail bridge was over that direction, so we had to go up and over to get to it over there. So now we're kind of south of it, I guess, or down river of it.
Yeah, we're actually downriver and actually northeast of it.
Okay, northeast. So. All right, so we just came through this mess. Found our way up on top of a coal silt pile here. Kind of gave us a little bit of a high ground to look around. Right there's the basin wall. So we're still kind of looking around. I see something over that way, but I'm not sure what it could be. It's just a little dark spot right there. It looks like it's hard to tell though. Should have brought binoculars. So
In the car. I think it's going to be back here.
So we'll press on and...
Because this is the side closest to the river.
Right. That would make sense, yeah, I guess. So again, just to give us reference, the train bridge is up this way. That way.
Yep.
Alright, so we made it to another silt mound here. And we're kind of hoping it will help us again to see if maybe it's right on the other side or just beyond it. Give us another high point. I'm actually thinking about possibly going up there on top of the mound or the berm wall to see if I can see it from there, but it's so thick and overgrown. We're not going to see this until we walk into it.
Yeah, exactly.
And being concrete and probably overgrown with, you know, vines and whatever, it's just kind of camouflage and probably going to be hard to see until we actually locate it. So doesn't mean we're giving up, just means we're going to press on and keep looking. Ow. And watch the thorns. Yeah, that tore my jeans up nicely. So I guess the idea is to stay as close to the berm wall as possible. And we'll come across it eventually. So that may not be a bad idea if one of us goes up top there.
There's a path down here.
So as we're meandering through here, I was literally having a thought of popping the camera up and saying something to the effect of making a little bet with him to see who the first one to spot it will be wins a taco. Wouldn't you know it, he just spotted it. You win the taco.
I win the taco. I win the booby prize.
All right, you guys see it? Right there in the center of the screen. If you look close. It's getting closer to us because we're getting closer to it. Because it's, you know, it's a stationary object. It doesn't move.
Capture. Capture.
Behind the scenes, Randy taking pictures.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, he had a good eye in spotting that too, because as you can see, I mean, from here and this camera, I mean, yeah, it's right there, but I didn't even see it. He just stopped dead and goes, "Son of a bitch!" And I'm like, he found it. Yeah, so there's the cooling towers for Limerick again. So
we were in line with them when we started, so that's
yeah,
how far off we are from where we started.
So we kind of, you know, obviously because of the way that this is shaped, it's like a giant bowl. We kind of came around and we're swinging back towards it. So probably direct line that way would take us back to where we started.
This is the extreme back side of it.
Okay, so
which is the area that I never explored before,
right.
Like I said, because I was over here. This is my 4th time here. My first time here exploring was before I learned of any of this stuff. I just knew that this was some kind of basin, but there are probably about 8 geocaches along here, so that's how I explored 3/4 of this.
Right.
But this was the only area that I never explored yet, and didn't see anything, you know, at the other places. So if it was around, it had to be back here.
Yeah, and depending on what time of year you would, I mean, obviously, if this was summertime, you would have never seen that.
No, we wouldn't have.
Never.
We wouldn't have done this in the summertime. We would have never found it.
Exactly. So this is the right time of year to do it. We picked a good day too, because we've had that cold spell for the last couple days through Christmas, and you know, now we're coming into, we're halfway between Christmas and New Year's right now, so probably gonna feeling like it's getting up into the 50s, 40s, 50s right now. It's actually pretty nice. We're both in hoodies with long sleeve shirts on underneath, and as the day's progressing, it's getting warmer, so feels good. So there you go. It's definitely presenting itself now. All right, so here is a look at the weir from down on this end. So we are on the end with the rungs on it to climb up it, but somebody cut the ones off to be able to get to them. If you look close, you can see that those were, it almost looks like torch cut. So
yeah,
that is just high enough that, like, if there was a rung there, I probably could jump up and grab it and pull myself up, but I can't jump up that high. I'm trying to MacGyver something here with all these trees and stuff.
They knew
but
we'd come looking for this one day, and the RJ proved it.
yeah, well, by the looks of that, they've been cut off for quite a while. So somebody probably hurt themselves on it, and somebody else came out here and said, no more of that. So that's a bummer. I was hoping to get up there, but
Yeah, so we came.
give me a minute. I'll figure something out.
For the run. All right, so RJ, being the daredevil that he is, climbed up on the back there to see if he could get to those rungs, but he can't. So I mentioned to him about sidestepping, like I just got done saying, to see if we can get over to that hole and have a peek inside, and that's exactly what he's doing. So he is able to sidestep on the sides of it there and hang on. And
Don't try this at home,
Yeah.
kids. I'm just stupid.
we are trained professionals. Do not try this at home.
Well, I'm no trained professional, that's for sure.
Well, you're definitely a professional, but we won't get into that. We were in the fire service, so let's put it that way.
Again, I'm stupid. Get the thorns out of my... Nope, don't attach to me. Get out of my way. Thank you.
So he's going to make it over there, and then I'm going to hand the cameras off to him, and we'll stick them inside there and
Hey, I'm here.
see what we see in there.
I feel cold air. Oh, it's broken on the other side, too.
Same height?
Yeah.
Same height?
Just want to make sure this is power before I go There you can see the rebar.
Yeah. All right. Let me give you the cameras to him, and he can show you up close.
Okay. Here we are, hanging on for dear life. But here you can see the rebar and the broken concrete right above my hand. It's probably, you know, gonna fall and hit me. And here's a look down inside. If I can get.
It's going to be looking inside.
There we go. There's looking down. You guys can see down in there where I can't, so I will when I look at the footage. And then we'll spin you and give you a look up towards the top. And then also you can see the other side is broken in the same spot as well. So it's kind of odd that these are broken right here and they're the only ones.
It looks like they were weathered more there.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Even down here at the bottom, looking up, you can see more, you know, more broken off, like it was weathered or something ate at it.
Right.
Going up through there.
All right. This is where I get really, really stupid.
Yeah.
Down.
Ah, piece of cake.
Oh, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be worse too.
So yeah, that was really sketchy. Don't do that unless you're stupid like me.
If it wasn't going to be that easy, you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, exactly. I will be honest though, I was a little afraid of losing my grip and falling. That was sketchy. I kind of wish that I had the camera attached to me, like somehow like this, so you could see up close what I was seeing. That would have been neat.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't. This is all I have with me. Everything else is in his car.
Well, we at least got to see that part. We got to see this. So,
yes, we found it. So that is cool that it's still here. It still exists. So we are going to climb up and over and see if we can find where the piping comes out towards the river, and we'll catch up with you over there. So we found more of the flying saucers that crashed in the trees.
Capture.
We got one here.
Capture. One
up there, and then there's one up on that tree up there.
Capture.
They need to learn to fly better because, you know, they're having trouble. Seeing more and more of them crashing into trees. Alright, so there's one last look of it. Now we're on top of the berm wall. Heading out this way, we're going to see if we can find where the pipe comes out. So it'll be roughly in this direction over in here. So we got to see how we're going to take a walk that way as we make our way down this side of the berm hill, because that was not fun getting up there. But seems like going down is going to be a little better because it's not as steep on this side for one. But there's more thorns and stuff on this side.
I'm assessing the situation.
Alright, so I made my way through the pickers here, and Randy's already down there, and he found the pipe already. It was literally right on the other side of the berm here. I got some bigger rocks here piled up going this way. So oh yeah, that's a bit smaller than the one at Hamburg.
Is it?
Yeah, so there's
about 16 inches, I'd say.
Yeah, the one at Hamburg was a little bigger than that. You could probably crawl into it, but
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
And there was water flowing through it.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the and it's like a culvert pipe. So directly straight in line with that tree, that's where the weir is on the other side. And it looks like there's actually might still be concrete right here. So I might actually be standing in a concrete trough going this direction.
There is.
Yeah, so yeah.
There it is.
Yep. So we could potentially follow this out to the river then, or wherever it ends.
River. Or until we run into
more brush. Yeah, so you can definitely tell, you can see it's here.
Oh, there's concrete right here.
Yep. But even the shape of it, you can make out the shape of it, so it continues on that direction. Oh, there's a road up there. What road is that?
Sanatoga Station Road.
Okay.
That's the road.
So that's on the other side of the river.
It's on the other side of the
So the
river.
river is literally right here.
That's the road we took that was below the hospital to come back when we had to make the detour last year to go back to the railroad bridge to the other side of it. Remember where
Oh,
we
yeah,
parked?
okay, yep.
That's that road.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, this is pretty well overgrown, so don't think it's a good idea to go through all that. Well, I mean, we found that, so with all the brush and stuff here, it's probably not worth trying to get through just to see more concrete when we already know what it looks like. It's plain as day, so you can see it right here. So there you see it. Right there. And then on this side, there it is right there. So it's, you know, so from here to there, pretty decent size. Alright, so we're trekking our way through and we came across this uprooted tree, and just to show you how massive this is, here's a size comparison with Randy standing next to it. So let's see what it looks like on the other side. It's gonna look like a tree on the ground. That's what it's gonna look like. Okay, yeah, you can see this. So it was right here, and it over this direction. Oh, yeah, it is 3 trees. Holy crap! So here's the trunks. And that all came down this direction. So we're following along the Weir, not the Weir. We're following along the berm wall to make our way out to the road where that bridge was, to be able to walk back to the car.
And right now I'm just following the deer path.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. We're following the deer path, so.
Follow the deer.
Scat!
Follow the deer, scat. We're about to run out of luck.
Well, it looks a little clearer that way. Just gotta get to it. Alright, so we found a path that seems to be clearing up, but as we're meandering along, we came across this, what looks to me to be about 50s, 60s tire, and it's Cordovian, Cordovian safety, and it's a weird size. But then Randy was mentioning about the rock, that it doesn't look natural to this area, and was wondering if it was used for the foundation of the wall. And I said, yeah, it definitely looks like it was broken up and put here. And I turned around and looked, and I noticed this. There's a drill hole for dynamite to blast the rock. So that was a good spot, or a good find. It just happened to turn around and there it was. So we're gonna continuing on this way. You can see it's clearing up now. It's getting easier to navigate at this point. Yeah, till we get up to that brush pile up there. So we'll see if we find anything else interesting as we go. And the thing with the tire too is last time we had found a Firestone tire, and there used to be a Firestone plant not too far from here, so that's why he was wondering if that was a Firestone tire or not, but it wasn't. Nesting area?
Yeah. The deer are laying here. It's not turkeys. Deer. Area where the deer lay at night.
So we found our way back up on top of the berm wall. Now we're gonna descend on the inside of the giant bowl again.
Watch, because I'm sliding.
Yeah, I see that. It's this side's probably not as frozen as the back side, because you know that's in the shade and the sun's on this side, but we do have this big open field. And then off to our left is a really nice cool shot of the cooling towers of the Limerick power plant here. Again, my grandfather helped build that place. And his dad did electrical work in there. So we both have history with that place, I guess you could say. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, it's definitely not as frozen on this side. It's pretty loose. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Here we are. Now we're going to make our way into this field here and get back to the car, because we do have some other things planned for this evening, which you will see in other videos. Or well, maybe is. I don't know. We'll see. Got a deer running across. It was over here laying. It just ran that way.
He didn't go far. He's right on the edge over there.
Yeah. Oh, I see his tail.
Yep. He was laying in here.
Well, if there's one, there may be more.
Could be. Racetrack going through here.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Huh. So we're more than halfway across now. You can see where we were over there. I mean, this isn't even the full size of the actual basin, but just this portion of it shows you how massive this was.
Yeah, so we're just about halfway across here, bud.
Alright, well, you guys probably can't make them out in the distance, but we counted 17 deer so far, just running across. There's a whole herd of them all over in here. I don't know if you guys are picking that up on the screen or not. Switch to the phone and zoom in.
They caught wind of us.
Yeah, they just took off.
Yep.
That's weird seeing there's still green grass underneath the ice here. Ooh, that's gonna break. Yeah, we're not crossing there.
Oh, no, you can tell where the pond is.
Yep.
It's not frozen.
Yep.
So you wouldn't be doing this in the springtime walking through here.
No, of course not.
You'd be soaked.
Probably sink in too. Like even if you were in muckers. Okay, so now we got to find a way across the river here. Yeah, that center looks a little thin there. Maybe not. I'll wait until you're across.
Exactly the same way I went.
Yep. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. Think thin. Think thin. Okay, made it. Yay! Well, we found the deer again, apparently. We're on the other side of the berm. Oh, there goes one. So they're all running out from over here now and going that way. Oh, I hear more. I think. I heard something.
They're all down in there. I bet you he walked down that damn road, you'll...
Yeah, probably find them again.
Yeah.
Unless they're taking off back over the hill. Oh, oh, over here. Just heard something over here. Yep, they're going that way now. All right, well, as the plane is flying over.
Probably drowning everything out.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. It's going right over us. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for this little adventure. We can actually say mission accomplished. We found what we were looking for, so that's kind of cool. So that's the 3 that we know of that still exist. Now we know the locations of them all.
Yep.
Hopefully if we can do some research and find out, see if there's any more, maybe we can see if we can find more and see if there are more than 3 of them left. But unfortunately, like I said, the rungs, somebody cut the rungs off, which, with it being a preserve, I mean, that makes sense. The public coming in and out, it makes sense to make it as safe as possible. And again, don't do what I did. I'm just stupid. So gave you a look inside, even though we got to see already what it looked like in the one in Hamburg. But yeah, it's still neat to be able to take a peek and see a piece of history that just is hidden away out of the public's view, that if you don't, you know it's there if you know where to look for it, but you don't know it's there if you don't know it's there. So good job to Randy for going with his hunch and going that direction.
Once in a while I do get lucky and, you know, come across something interesting or unique. So
that is true. So we all do. And that just goes to show you that there's so much history out there just hidden away in the woods, anywhere. I mean, it could be right in plain sight, right in front of you. You don't even know. I mean, you could be in a city and walk past something that's been around for generations and generations, walk by it every day and not even pay attention to it, and don't even know the history of it. It's just incredible what's out there. You know, to be able to go out and look at it and see it firsthand in person is really cool. To do the research on it to find out what it was or what it is or what it could have been is even better. So if you're interested in doing things like that, get out there and do it. You know, go check it out, go see it for yourself. You know, obviously I'll say leave it the way you find it, but you know, that's just me. But I want to thank Randy for bringing me along on this adventure again. He doesn't know if he's going to be coming back again. This may be his last trip, but we never know. Maybe you'll see another video of me returning with JP or somebody else that wants to see it as well. And hopefully we'll make that happen. If not, it might be my last trip too. So just glad to have found all 3 of them. So we'll get a look at the other ones. Unfortunately, I didn't put that video out of the second one that we found, or the first one we found last year, yet, a year ago. So hopefully that video will be out soon, and I'll try to get this one out in a timely manner as well, before 2027. So thanks, Randy, for bringing me along, and don't forget to check out his channel as well, and his view of what we saw today, and his previous videos of this location as well. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and would like to see more, please subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. And yes, I'm still smoking, but I'm gonna quit.